with outstanding running backs. But Rick is averaging 4.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, darling.
More. You're doing great. You look amazing.
The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
Go this evening. And the ball is a pooch kick, and it is going to be returned by one of the upmen. I thought I saw a fair catch called for, but the guy calling for the fair catch didn't catch the ball. Instead, Jerome Pearson did. He's a senior and an upman on their kickoff squad, and he returns it out close to the 35-yard line.
There's an adjustment from the first of the year. We hadn't covered kicks very well because the kicks weren't penetrating far enough, so we've gone to a pooch kick and actually ended up in better field position defensively because of the pooch.
Ball on the 34-yard line to get it started, and they're going to open things up. There is a man in the backfield, and their quarterback is Gage Warren. He's a sophomore, and he's going to take the snap and sprint to the corner, turn the corner at the sideline, and picks up a yard before stepping out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Just a design quarterback sweep. He carried the ball like it was an option, but there was nobody to pitch to. So just a design sweep, and Blue Spring South did a great job on the perimeter holding him to a 1-yard gain.
You take a look, and Warren has rushed for 181 yards this year. Alonzo Hood is the referee. Sam Rourke is the linesman. And the other quarterback comes into the ball game, and he will hand it straight off. And we hand off to the running back out over the 40 to the 41-yard line. And Tavon Tusup carries the football. He's their leading rusher at now over 770 yards. It's 3rd down and 4. The umpire is Vaughn Taylor, the line judge Jesse Hall, the back judge Andy Metcalf. So we're all set. A man comes in motion, and the handoff, it's blown up in the backfield as Tusa gets tackled for a loss back at the 37-yard line. And the new quarterback in the ball game, Mark Shuckeneck, and he's the guy who's been doing most of the work at the quarterback spot. They started the sophomore for one play. And it's going to be 4th down, 6 yards to go. They're going to go for it from inside their own 40, and it is going to be a quarterback kick, or punt, if you will. And this thing is going to bounce around and eventually go out of bounds on the far sideline. They're walking it back upfield, and they're walking it to back inside Park Hill South territory at the 49-yard line, so there wasn't much of a punt there.
Well, that's a quick kick that they tried, and evidently they didn't think their punter was going to be able to do much. So instead of having a rush by Blue Spring South, they lined up in an offensive play and just kicked it out of that formation. And so it gives Blue Spring South a tremendous field position. What did we say about getting a great field position and being a key to the game? South gets the ball literally right at about the 50-yard line. So let's see if we can march down and get the lead on this game before we get too far into it.
Brock Ivy is their punter, averages 31 yards a punt and has pinned 5 inside the 20. So their kicking game average from that standpoint. And we have a discussion on the far side.
The idea of a quick kick is to kick the ball end over end so you get a great bounce and nobody's back there to cover it, so you can create a negative field position for the opposition. But he kind of hit that ball on the side, and it only went about 15 yards, I think. So if that far.
These two teams have faced off 4 times, and the series started in 2004. They played in 2 cycles of 2 years, 2004 and 5. Jags won 23-7 and 14-7. And then in 2010 and 2011, they won 34-7 and 37-14. I think we were looking at 2 different animals back then, though, Coach, in terms of what the Jags were doing by that point in time, 2010. From when they first started playing 04 and 05, they were on the verge of winning a state championship. And then right after that, they were in a position where they were a perennial contender. So they come over and talk with John Euler. You
think they're talking about where they're going to have pizza after the game? Probably not.
I don't know, but if it keeps getting as chilly as it is, they might be talking about antifreeze. But, of course, that usually accompanies pizza after
there you
the game.
Go.
Our opening kickoff, sponsored by Constantino's Price Chopper. Locally owned, and whenever you think about high school football and Vision Sports, they've been a sponsor for 21 years. They've been in business as a local family-owned grocer since 1948. So stop by Price Chopper, where there's always fresher ways to save. And, of course, the time and temperature for tonight's kickoff. We gave you the numbers, and it's all presented by Swim Things, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Call 224-2600. And our first quarter, presented by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday. $3 off fajitas. Enjoy half-price appetizers, and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Rancho Grande Cantina. So we got all that out of the way.
Do you think they'll ever run an offensive play now?
No. Well, everything mechanically is working up here.
And there is a ball on the field. It's not like somebody came by and stole the football.
Well, why not? Jags dressed in their home green with the blue numbers.
Here we go.
And Park Hill South in white with purple trim. There's trips coming to the near side with Rick in the backfield next to Max Kennard, and Nashawn Rick's going to get it, sprint to the near side at the numbers, turn it upfield, and he is inside the 40-yard line, driven out of bounds at the 39. A nice run, almost 10 yards on first down, may have it.
Just a handoff sweep, and we've seen that play before. We did a great job blocking on the perimeter, though. An outside linebacker from Park Hill took a bad angle, and Nashawn was able to get by him, so we end up with a second and very short.
So they put him out of bounds on the 40. He's rushed for 321 yards coming in. So he's right at 330 yards. A man sliding across the formation. 3 to the far side. Toss to Rick. He's going to pick up a block, get the first down, get tripped up after a gain of about 3 down to the 37.
Boy, it's so important. We had a running back slide out and kick the defensive end out, or if that's an outside linebacker possibly, but a very good block, and it sprung him for about a 4-yard gain. So we got a first down inside the 40-yard line of Park Hill South.
Cameron Gillespie in on the tackle, and the guy that is the blocking back, if you will, is Walker Goebel, 5'9", 205-pound senior, and he's been doing yeoman work offensively this year. Dykus goes in motion, and the play-action fake. Kennard rolls to the near side, floats out long, has a man. That's Twy at the 20, and he's down inside the 15 at the 11.
Max put the ball the only place that it could be put. There was pretty decent coverage on the receiver and really did a nice job putting the ball to the outside. We catch it and turn it into a great gain. We're about the 12-yard line with a first down.
22nd catch of the year for Twy. That's good for 25 yards. Dylan Owens, the junior defensive back, in on the stop for Park Hill South. Jags are on the move, out of the pistol. Handoff to Ricks at the 10, at the 5, and run out of bounds. As he gets down to that point, may have gotten to the 4.
You know, we had success with the outside plays the first 2 plays of the game. Park Hill South became a little bit outside conscious, so we had an off-tackle play there, really an inside zone play, and the linebacker kept squeezing outside, and it opened up a nice hole. I thought he was going to get in on that.
Hunter Johnston made the tackle, and the Jags are in the red zone, brought to you by ECS Capital Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. It is second down. They put him out of the 5, so it's second and a yard. Goebel slides across, and the handoff to Rick, and he's going to get tripped up, but he'll gain a yard, possibly 2, and it'll be first down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Cameron Gillespie, the linebacker for Park Hill South, was able to penetrate the gap that was left when Goebel made the block on the defensive end. He was able to trip up the back. Barely got a foot on him. He almost got into the end zone. It's first down and goal. I thought it was going to be second down. It's first down and goal from about the long 1-yard line.
Hunter Johnston also in on that tackle. And running out of the one-back set, Rick, big hole, touchdown Jags. It's 6-0.
That's what you get when you have success on the outside plays. Once again, Park Hill South became outside conscious on that play and left a hole in the middle big enough for you or I to get through. Nice start by the Jaguars. Positive yards on every play, no penalties, great execution.
A 2-yard run for Nashon Rick, and the extra point from Harper. He's 13 of 16 this year. Snap back is low, the kick is up, and it floats through. So the extra point for Shane Harper makes it Blue Springs South 7, Park Hill South nothing. 8:33 to go first quarter. Back with the Jags kickoff after this 30-second timeout on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KC.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dahlquist of Dahlquist Dental. We've been providing family dentistry in the Blue Springs area for the last 34 years.
We go out of our way to attend your dental needs. That's why here at Dahlquist Dental, we offer IV sedation for those that need just a little bit more relaxation.
We take most dental insurances, and for those who need a payment plan, we offer care credit.
No matter the age, anyone in your family that needs dental assistance, come see us. Locally owned and operated here in Blue Springs. Dahlquist Dental.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon.
Approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, is an equal housing lender. Luke Fellers is going to kick it away. Gage Warren is standing back at the 5-yard line. They'll pop the kick up again, and it will be taken at the 30-yard line, and a fair catch caught at that point by Park Hill South.
Be interesting to see the attack that Park Hill South will use on this drive. They weren't very successful the last time, starting out with the quarterback sweep.
6 plays, 49 yards. Nashon Rick from the 2-yard line for the last couple of yards. Chuckanick, the quarterback, he has a running back standing next to him, and the handoff, the ball is loose, and it is recovered by Blue Springs South.
The quarterback just stuck the ball through. It's Tavon Tusa ran by, and the quarterback just stuck it past him. So neither one of them looked back for the ball. I wonder if Tavon thought maybe the quarterback kept it, but neither one of them made up much of an effort, and the Jags are right there to pounce on it.
So they get the ball at the 26-yard line, and you talked in your keys to the game about getting the ball and in good field position, and they've started their drives in Park Hill South territory at the 49 and now the 26. Kennard will fake the handoff. He's looking to swing the ball out. It is caught at the 20-yard line, and taking it inside the 20, that's Goebel, and he's going to get down to the 11.
That's a clever route. Goebel snuck out like he was going to hit the outside linebacker and block him, slid right by him into the flat for an open route. Max hit him right on the numbers, and he was able to get down to about the 11-yard line. Great execution. Where's this been all year? That's what I want to know.
Max 68 of 135 for 715 yards coming in, and it's been there. The fake to Rick. Max Kennard's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to get stopped at the 11-yard line. He'll get to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a gain of a yard, and the tackle on the play. Mike Shuckeneck, who is a junior. So he's in on the tackle.
To say that he got stopped is putting it nicely. He got hit pretty good there. On the quarterback draw, and that was a planned quarterback draw.
They put him down on the 12-yard line. So he'll end up losing a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the short gun, Dykus goes in motion, and the ball is kept by, nope, they handed it off to Rick. He's going to get down to the 9-yard line. I thought for a minute that was a good ball fake because I was looking at the play through the binoculars and still had trouble determining
I thought
who had
Max
the ball.
Kept it for a second myself, but no, nice job. That's that handoff sweep that we did. 3rd and about 7.
Charles Warren in on the tackle along with Cameron Gillespie for Park Hill South. So it is 3rd down and 8 from the 9-yard line. Running out of the gun, they're going to hand the ball off to Nashawn Rick, and he's going to fight his way forward for a couple of more yards down to the 7.
Number 29, Nashawn.
And Shane Harper is going to trot out onto the field, and they're going to try to add on a field goal. This will be his first field goal try of the year.
Gain of 1 yard.
Be a 24-yard try.
It's going to come out of the hold of Connor Edmondson. Snap back. The ball is down. The kick, a line drive. It is up, and it's good. 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. It's Blue Springs South 10, Park Hill South nothing. Back with a Jags kickoff after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ. Minor Adjustment is a trusted choice for your chiropractic care and
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. Have you ever wondered why things taste so amazing when you come to Culver's? It's because it's fresh. We make it just for you. When you say, I want a burger, someone starts making a burger. When you want French fries, someone starts cooking French fries. We also make fresh frozen custard throughout the day. It's always within an hour of fresh when you eat it. Not something that's been packed and sitting around the freezer forever. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's so creamy. So come see us down at Culver's. We can't wait to have you.
6:10 remaining in the first quarter. It is 10-0 Blue Springs South. They have made some adjustments on their kickoff return team. Warren is standing at the 30. And Fellers is going to kick it deep. Also back there is Eric Avery at about the 30. And this time it's going to bounce and rattle around. It is loose. And let's see who's got it. Anytime it's bouncing around.
I think I saw a green jersey.
They say they've got it, but so does Park Hill South. And the officials say that it belongs to Blue Springs South. It was recovered by Jacob McCubbin. And that wasn't a case of trying to get an onside kick, Coach. It's just that the Panthers couldn't cover it.
It was a pooch kick that fell short, so when it bounced off of the Park Hill player, and Blue Springs South was able to jump on it. So great job there, and that's the value of a pooch kick. That a lot of times people who don't normally handle the ball have to handle it on a short kick like that. But once again, look at the short field that Blue Springs South has.
37 is where they're starting this drive, but they had made the adjustments, Coach, and had their deep men in the triangle up at about the 30-yard line.
Right.
So you would think that they had the guys up there that they wanted to handle it. Man on the wing, and now Rick in motion, empty backfield, and a quick drop, and then a fire over the middle. The pass is tipped and intercepted by Park Hill South.
That's too bad. It went right through the hands of the receiver, and the free safety was playing back so far he was able to run up and make that catch.
Hunter Johnston picks it off.
You know, you can't hardly count that as an interception. That's just a tipped ball. It goes against Max, but probably a pass that should have been caught.
7th interception of the year that he has thrown. And so Park Hill South with their first takeaway, and Matt Shuckenick at their quarterback position, and he is going to fake and then fire. The pass is complete. Out over the 30 to the 32-yard line. Brock Ivy is their junior tight end, and he makes the catch.
You know, that play's probably been around longer than you and I have combined. Fake to the back and then hit the tight end across the middle. And
do you realize when you add those numbers together, Amos Alonzo Stagg was playing ball?
And they were running that play.
George Hallis had that play in his offense in the 20s for the Decatur Staleys. The handoff is given to Warren. He's going to break to the outside, has a first down and more, and takes it into Park Hill South territory for the first time tonight.
And he goes down on the sideline. It looks like maybe twisted an ankle or something, but he's in pain and still on the ground.
I misidentified Tavon Tusa as Gage Warren. It's Tusa with the carry, and he takes it to the 49-yard line.
Broke a couple of tackles. It was just an off-tackle dive and got by the defensive line and into the secondary and made a couple of people miss. That was a nice run. Hope he's okay.
5 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter, 10-0. Blue Springs South has the advantage, and the new running back in the ball game, Joe Nzinga, and Blue Springs South is going to put pressure on the quarterback and force an incomplete pass. He ended up back on his wallet at the 40. There's a penalty flag thrown at the 49-yard line, and I'm not sure if it was a penalty or if they're using it to mark where the ball went to show that it wasn't intentional grounding, because the only guys in the neighborhood wore striped shirts.
Brady Strickett was the linebacker that blitzed in that situation and got great pressure on the quarterback. He picked up the flag and waved it, so I think he's saying everything's fine.
So it will be 2nd down and 10 from the Jags.
But I like that. I like that blitz. I like that blitz package. They put automatic pressure on the quarterback. We'd done that on the last series too, and got a big tackle.
Trips come to the near side. There's a receiver in tight to the far side of the short side of the field, and Shuckenick going to throw. He finds Warren. He makes the catch in Park Hill South territory and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
You know what? Something I haven't seen in a while. I saw seven Jaguars get up off that pile. Great pursuit to the ball. We haven't seen that, and it looks like there's a renewed enthusiasm out of the team tonight. Getting off to that great start, I hope, makes all the difference in the world. But great team pursuit on that last play.
Strickert, Booker, and Luke Fellers all in on the tackle. So it is 3rd down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Sukchanik is going to roll. He's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete at the 40-yard line of Blue Springs South. Warren was the intended receiver, and there were more green jerseys around it before Booker knocked it away.
Trey Vavel was one of them, but there was another couple of players close to that situation, and it's going to be 4th down and 10. Like I said, we're seeing enthusiasm out of Jaguar defense that we honestly haven't seen all year.
Getting off to a 10-0 lead will do that for you, Coacher. You know it?
It does. It's good to see.
Suckanek is going to punt it again, and it is an end-over-end kick, and it does take a Park Hill South roll back to the 20-yard line.
Well, and that's more of what it's supposed to look like on a designed quick kick like that.
29 yards on the punt, and that's the first time he's done that this year. Warren has punted out of that situation and averaged about 18 yards a kick. Gage Warren from the quarterback spot. And their regular punter averages about 31 yards a kick, so right about what they normally get. Our first quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday. You get $3 off. Max Kennard standing back at the 15. He's going to toss it to Rick, who's going to slip a tackle and get out over the 20 to around the 22-yard line if they give him a good spot, which it appears they will.
Yeah, that's the toss sweep, and we've seen that yet. We didn't make the block on the perimeter, so only went for a 2-yard gain.
3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. 10-0, Blue Springs South with the advantage. Our first quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina and also Myers Funeral Chapel. Proud to call Blue Springs home, and like you, they cheer for the Cats and Jags and remind you, do not text and drive. Man comes in motion. That's Twy. Kennard's going to fake and then roll to the near side, being chased. He gets away from the linesman, dumps the ball off at the 32-yard line. It's a completion, and that's good for a first down.
That's Walker Goebel again. Same route he ran before. Slips by the outside linebacker into the flat. Made a great catch right on the sideline, and gives us a big first down. Max Conrad carried that out as far as he could before he got rid of the ball, and I think that opened up Goebel just a little bit.
At the 33-yard line, and he ran away from the lineman and put distance between him and them. And he's going to fake the handoff straight up the middle, comes to the near side at the 50, 45, 40, and he rumbles down to the 37-yard line.
Broke a couple of tackles. He looked like a running back going through there. That's that quarterback draw that we saw before, and it opened up in the middle after they've tried to go outside a couple of times. So nice execution. Once again, we're on the Park Hill South side of the field.
Mike Suchanek in on the tackle at the 38-yard line with 2.5 minutes to play. And that was a nice ball fake as well. Twins to the left, a single man to the right. And the handoff, Rick will turn the corner and get inside the 35 before being run out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Nice gain on first down. We talked about getting positive yards on every play. We haven't had the big loss yet, so that's probably close to a 5-yard gain, about 4 yards. So it's 2nd and 6, but that's great inside the 35-yard line there.
Blaze Houston in on the tackle for the Panthers. 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. This drive started on the 20, and they've been able to turn field position around. Goebel on the wing. He'll throw a block. Rick runs right behind it and takes it inside the 30, down close to the 25-yard line. They'll drop him back at the 26, and that should be good for another Blue Springs South first down.
That's just that standard option play, and Max handed off to the running back and carried the fake outside. He actually took a linebacker with him. So you don't have to block the guy if you can fake him into running outside with you. So made it a nice gain, first down.
First and 10 for the Jags.
Blaze Houston, in on the tackle. Mike Sharp, their head coach in his 4th year with an 18-21 record. They had a good 10-2 record a year or so ago as Rick takes the handoff and gets down to the 24-yard line before he's driven back by the heart of that Panther defense. In 2016, Coach, they went 10-2 and won 2 out of 3 in postseason play, getting into the district in Class 5.
Right. They struggled a little bit when the school was first opened, and but then the program's gotten a little better since, and this year fallen on some hard times.
Last couple of years, 4-6 last year. after a 10-2 season. On second down, and Kennard being chased. He's going to throw it onto the track over the Park Hill South bench, and that will bring up
a penalty for intentional grounding.
You think?
They just threw the flag.
And Max is trying to make his case for having not gotten that far outside, but I think they're right that he was beyond the other hash mark when he let that one fly.
Yeah.
So we're down to 54 seconds. And as I said, they're going to put it away.
Maybe there was a receiver over there we didn't see.
I could buy that if your price wasn't too high. 10-0, Jags have the advantage. Ryan Dykus will end up going split to the left. He's standing out there, now comes back towards the huddle a little more as they look to the offensive coaches on the sidelines. Play clock is at 5. They hustle with 4, with 3, and Blue Springs South is going to grab a timeout as the play clock was down short.
Took a little bit too much.
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. Have you ever wondered why things taste so amazing when you come to Culver's? It's because it's fresh. We make it just for you. When you say, I want a burger, someone starts making a burger. When you want French fries, someone starts cooking French fries. We also make fresh frozen custard throughout the day. It's always within an hour of fresh when you eat it. Not something that's been packed and sitting around the freezer forever. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's so creamy. So come see us down at Culver's. We can't wait to have you.
I honestly don't know where to go with that one, Coach. 54 seconds left to go. It is 10-0 Blue Springs South. See what happens when you get off to a good start. Everything is just a little bit better.
Flows a little bit.
Running out of the pistol look with Goebel in the backfield. They'll fake to Rick, and they're going to pass to Goebel, who makes the catch at the 22 and takes it inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And the aforementioned table hopper, Mr. Sporing, is going to bring you this trip into the red zone. You need to call Eric during business hours at 510-9067.
That makes it interesting. Goebel was a secondary receiver. He came back to the quarterback with pressure.
Going to bring up 4th and 2, though, Coach, and they're going to try a field goal with the clock running. 10 on the play clock, 15 on the game clock, and this will be a 36-yard attempt. Harper hit his first a moment ago. He's got the distance, and it's good. 2 seconds left in the quarter, and the Jags extend their lead to 13-0 as Shane Harper with his second field goal of the game.
You know, the 2 times we ended up settling for a field goal came off of a 3rd and long situation. We want to try to stay away from those, once again with positive yards. Try to give us a 3rd and short situation to make those conversions.
So 2 field goals and a touchdown run of 2 yards from Nashawn Rick here in the first quarter, and the Jags have a 13-0 advantage. And they will kick it away with 2 seconds left. Our first quarter presented, as always, by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday with $3 off fajitas. And you can enjoy half-price appetizers every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Rancho Grande Cantina in Blue Springs. And Feller's going to hit it high. It's going to be caught at the 20-yard line as one of the up men standing at the 20 returns it to the 35-yard line, and the horn sounds in the background. And at the end of 1, it's Blue Springs South 13, Park Hill South nothing. Back with the second quarter after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Park Hill South 0.
Christian Brothers Automotive, located at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence, can take care of all your vehicle maintenance.
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. Have you ever wondered why things taste so amazing when you come to Culver's? It's because it's fresh. We make it just for you. When you say, I want a burger, someone starts making a burger. When you want French fries, someone starts cooking French fries. We also make fresh frozen custard throughout the day. It's always within an hour of fresh when you eat it. Not something that's been packed and sitting around the freezer forever. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's so creamy. So come see us down at Culver's. We can't wait to have you.
Montgomery or Bob Watson today.
Park Hill South will get the football to start quarter number 2. Our first quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina. Our second quarter presented by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Call them at 220-1100 for CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here. First down play resulted in no gain on a quarterback keeper by Matt Shuckeneck. And this time they will go second down and 10, and they will toss it on the near side to Tusa, and he's going to get dropped for a loss of a couple of yards, and it'll bring up third down and long.
Ben Bryan, a defensive lineman, shot the gap and was able to get to the running back just almost simultaneously to when he got the ball. So
Andy Orlando there.
Yeah.
Loss of 2 yards.
It'll be a loss of 2, and it'll bring up third down and 12. They need to get to the 45-yard line for the first down. They're going to send Warren among 3 receivers wide to the right. He's their sophomore who started the game, taking the first snap at quarterback. Shuckeneck's going to throw, and the pocket collapses, and down he goes back at the 25-yard line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green jerseys get up off of the sack pile. That's what I'm talking about. We've had much better team pursuit out of the Jaguars tonight.
90 seconds into quarter number 2, and Andy Orlando in on the tackle for Blue Springs South, and it'll be fourth down, and they're looking for a punt. Trey Vavel standing back at the 50-yard line, though Shuckeneck now will take a step back further, and he's going to kick it, and the kick is a wobbly kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it will be at the 49-yard line, and the Jags will have a short field once again at the Park Hill South 49.
Well, we almost blocked the quick kick, and then we also had a back to receive it, but the ball went off to the side again. So same effect. We ended up with great field position. Short field starting from the Park Hill South 49. Let's get some more points on the board. What do you say?
A 14-yard punt, so you're looking at a short punt as well. Kennard's going to send Twy in motion from the left side of the formation to the right, and he will turn it upfield. And Kennard's going to fake to Rick, take it upfield, first down, 35, 30. Flag is thrown on the tail end of the play, and he's going to be tackled at the 31.
I didn't see anybody there where the flag was thrown that could have blocked illegally. Conrad was kind of on his own there.
Number 20, Hunter Johnson with the tackle.
Wonder what the call is.
Hunter Johnston in on the tackle. And it is against Blue Springs South. And it is a hold, and that's the first penalty of tonight's game.
That'll be 10 yards from the spot.
Which is 20 yards downfield.
Yeah, it's still going to be in that same drive zone, but at least it'll be.
Put him down at the 44-yard line, so a net of 5. And it will be first down and 5 from that point. Single receivers, 1 to each side. Goebel is in the slot. Rick will get the handoff, take advantage of some great blocking up front, and take it inside the 40 down to the 38, possibly the 37. And that'll be good for a first down.
Yeah, Blue Springs South's offensive line is moving out the big, oversized Park Hill South players. Nice job, offensive line. That's That was a nice dive.
We're going to take a look at the Christian Brothers Automotive in-game scoreboard from prepskc.com in a moment. It's all brought to you by Christian Brothers Automotive at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence. Faith-based and proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags. Twins go to the right side, and Kennard, big hole after the fake to Rick. He's to the 30, first down, 25. Flag is thrown out of left field, and he's run out of bounds inside the 25 of the 24.
Okay, now nobody blocked anybody outside of that. If he's called for an illegal block, I'm gonna be here to tell you nobody blocked anyone. He made those yards on the
holding.
There's a holding call.
No, it's not a legal block, but you had to be there in order to hold somebody.
I guess. I sure didn't see it.
It was because it wasn't near the play. There was a pile of guys in the middle of the field, and Max was way over on the far side at the numbers. Take a look at the scoreboard. Blue Springs and Lee Summit West, they are scoreless midway through the first quarter in Lee Summit. Lee Summit North with a 7-0 lead at Ray-Pec. Liberty North with a 7-0 lead over Lee Summit. It's North Kansas City 14, Oak Park 7. Grain Valley 10, Ruskin 7. All those scores are first quarter scores. It'll be first down and 9. The fake to Nashon Rick, and Kennard's going to get back inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line.
Now we're starting to see the quarterback draw a lot more often. We fake to the running back, and he just runs straight up the middle. We've had such success with it. It's a good call.
And they're going to eventually have to make an adjustment, or he's going to run it right downfield.
Absolutely. Well, and this last play that got called on a hold was a big gain on the same play.
Ball is down in the 33-yard line with Twins to the right. Rick, big hole, straight up the middle, veers to the outside. He's got a first down as he gets inside the 25 down to the 20.
I can't say enough about the offensive line for Blue Springs South. Keeps opening up right in the middle, and they've got two big oversized Park Hill South players right in the middle, and we're handling them right now.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Tackle on the play, Dylan Owens, a defensive back, and you're seeing an awful lot of tackles made by safeties and D-backs, let alone linemen and linebackers, who are the guys you want to be making those tackles. Brent Shelton in as a tight end on the right side, and the handoff. Kennard had to yank the ball away from Rick, and he takes it inside the 20 down to the 18. He'll pick up a couple.
There's the quarterback draw again. Nice read. We wouldn't have gotten many yards outside, but he was able to pick up about 3.
But you got to like this, where the quarterback and the running back are going to fight over the ball.
You and I talked about it the first of the year that option play was run a lot, and the quarterback didn't keep the ball very often. And we thought that they'd be more successful with that, and it looks like they've figured that out now.
And they're going to give it to Rick this time. Big hole. He's going to have to carry a tackler with him inside the 15. And he's going to be down to the 13-yard line. He'll be a couple of yards short of the first down.
Basically the same play, but he handed it off to the running back this time. And we're just doing a good job with the defensive line.
And every time they're handing it off to the running back, there's a huge hole over there.
There is. 3rd and short. Manageable.
Jags inside the red zone once again, brought to you by ECS Capital Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. The handoff, Rick, down to the 10-yard line. That's good for another first down.
Unless they give him a bad spot, but it looks like it's going to be inside the 10, barely. That ought to be good for a first down. Let's see if they... Yep, they're going to go ahead and give it to him.
6:24 remaining in the first half. 13-0, Blue Springs South, and they're in the red zone once again. Our second quarter brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. First down and goal from the 10-yard line. Rick standing a step behind Kennard to the left, and a flag is going to fly. And somebody was in the neutral zone, offside, Park Hill South.
Yeah, as soon as the Jags started clapping, I felt good about that. the flag situation. So
Preps KC is the ultimate in high school football coverage. Check out the website for live scores and all your high school football information. And you can download the free Preps KC app at the Apple Store or Android Market. From the 5-yard line, Nashawn Rick gets wrapped up, and he gets slung to the ground by Edenosa Rubin. And he's a guy that you mentioned during pregame warm-up, Coach, as being a grown man, and
yes,
he is.
He is, and he was not very nice the way he slammed down the running back.
He kind of rolled him up and tossed him away. And that's literally kind of, he grabbed about 2 or 3 guys, found the one with the ball, and kept him.
Yeah.
So it'll be a loss of 2 yards back to the 8. And it'll be 2nd down and goal from that point. Fake to Rick. Kennard's going to throw. Flips it out, and the ball is almost intercepted. If you can imagine the interception by Chris Jones of the Chiefs on Sunday, Cameron Gillespie was trying to imitate that, but the ball bounced off his hands, and he swatted at it a couple of times, and it fell away.
Yeah, he fell into coverage a little bit late, so Max wasn't able to see him. And when he threw the ball, and you can almost see as soon as the ball left his hand, it was like, oh no, don't go there. And Conrad came through Cameron came through with a big drop there.
The play clock is down to 5, and Kennard's going to grab a timeout. So will we with 5:05 remaining in the first half. 13-0 Blue Springs South with the lead. Back after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Welcome to Big Frog. This is our store. These are our t-shirts. This is our printer. It's really fast. These are our professional graphic designers, our free professional graphic designers. At Big Frog, you can have the shirt you want, fun, fast, and price right. We stock all kinds of apparel in tons of colors and styles, and we have a 24-hour turnaround. That means no more waiting forever for your order to arrive in the mail. We love what we do here at Big Frog, so bring your team, club, family, and friends to Big Frog in Independence, where fun is always celebrated.
Rob Evans, Coach Buddy Young back at Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. Handoff. Rick coming to the near side. Hit at the 5 and tries to get away and is tackled at the 4-yard line. Ryan Owens had him around the ankle and wouldn't let him go.
Interesting situation again. We'll see if they're going to send the field goal team out. Get points when you can get them. That's good philosophy.
Shane Harper has hit 2 tonight. His first 2 field goal tries of the year, good from 24 and from 36, and this will be a 20-yarder from the near hash mark.
A little bit different angle on this, so this might be a little tougher.
And the snap back is a good one. The kick is up, and it's good. So a 20-yard field goal with 4:18 to play here in the first half, and it's now Blue Springs South 16, Park Hill South nothing. Back with the Jags kickoff after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m., KCWJ.
Catch your school stars, scores, and stats daily in the Examiner and online at examiner.net. Call 816-350-6302 and mention code 1030 a.m. to start your free 1-month subscription today. That's 816-350-6302.
More. You're doing great. You look amazing.
The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
11 plays and 49 yards. There are a lot of those, though, that came back, and out of those 49 yards, they probably went about 70.
Yeah, the 2 big plays had to come back. Now we kick one deep.
And It is going to be caught back at the 8-yard line, and it's going to be returned by Ethan Falconer, who originally started the game as an up man about the 30, but with the Jags' propensity to just pooch the ball over the top, they switched guys, and then Falconer had to return this one. Gets out to the 20-yard line, first down and 10.
Once again, though, tremendous coverage by the Jaguar kicking team. This looks like a whole rejuvenated defensive side of the ball.
Gavin Watson in on the tackle for Blue Springs South. Matt Shuckeneck as Tusa, his running back. He will fake the handoff and get to the corner, turn the corner, first down the sideline of the 40, and he steps out of bounds back at the 40-yard line.
Great fake that time by the quarterback. Couple of Jags tackled the running back, and he got outside, almost busted it for a touchdown.
Strickard is the guy who eventually kind of eased him out of bounds, and then he was tackled rather harshly, physically at the 45, but he was pushed out of the 40. So it'll be good for a first down with 4:04 remaining.
It's probably the biggest play at Park Hill South all night.
Avery comes to the near side. They've got a receiver, one to each side. And Tusa gets the handoff and doesn't get back completely to the line of scrimmage. May lose about half a yard.
And that's been the story of the offensive and defensive lines for the Jaguars. Have been doing a really nice job dominating.
No game.
They're in the bottom of the second in the first game of the National League Championship Series. The Dodgers have 1-0 lead over the Brewers.
We're rooting for the Royals North, aren't we?
I was going to say, is it the Kansas City Brewers or the Milwaukee Royals? Shuckeneck is going to throw. He's in trouble. Steps up, loses the ball, and it's loose on the ground at the 39-yard line, and the Jags say they have it, and they do.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if the Park Hill South coaches try to claim that he was in the throwing motion there so that it would be an incomplete pass. Honestly, it was a little tough for us to see, but looks like they're going to give him the fumble call.
The recovery on the play given to Skylar Myers. 3:21 left to go, and they're at the 39, so another short field. Our second quarter brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here. Dykus in motion. Kennard with Rick. Fake to him. He's going to throw. Sets up. Swings it out at the 30-yard line. The ball is caught at the 29. Ryan Dykus hauls it in.
You know, Ryan did a great job there, and that's something that you work with receivers all the time. Once the ball was in the air, he didn't sit and wait for it. He came back to get the ball, and that made all the difference. He was able to turn and get positive yards after the catch. So nice job by Ryan Dykus on that.
And ineligible receiver downfield is the penalty flag call.
Too bad.
Yeah. His sixth catch of the year taken off the board.
Ineligible downfield on the pass. The penalty against Blue Springs South.
So put the ball back to the 39, and there's 5, so put it down to the 44. Well, Care Now Urgent Care has 8 locations in the metro. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. That means you get care when and where you need it. Dykus comes in motion. He was wide open the last time. Rick is going to get the handoff. Bounces off one man, retreats, still going. Picks up a convoy of blockers and is going to get back into Park Hill South territory and down to the 48-yard line. So he ran an awful long way to lose 4 yards.
You know, if he could have made another 3 or 4 yards, he had kind of a green wall set up on that side over there. I thought he could have made a tremendous play, and I was going to yell just like we drew it up, but not.
I'm going to say that he's down back at the 49, so he ended up losing 5.
Yeah.
Jacob Labar is the guy who made first contact and kind of blew the play up, though. it didn't completely die for a while, and they tossed the ball back behind the line. It was a backward pass to Rick, and he's going to get tackled back at the 43-yard line
you remember
of Blue Springs South.
What we talked about, it's now 3rd down and 10, 20, about 27.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down and about 27, something like that. We wanted to avoid these.
And for the most part,
we have.
Yeah.
What are you going to call here, Coach? What's in your little playbook for the 3rd and 27?
Well, I know what I wouldn't call, and I saw enough of it early in my broadcast career when we said, we'll run the draw play, Coach. I don't think that's what's going to happen. Trips go wide to the right. Single man to the left, that's Twine. They're going to swing the ball out in the pass through the hands of the intended receiver. And it falls incomplete. They were looking for Ovi Johnson.
Maybe the best thing that nothing bad happened there. We need to punt the ball away. We'll get Park Hill South back in their own territory, so we can just kind of mark this offensive series off. We've had real positive ones the rest of the night.
Back deep for the Panthers, number 1.
Myers is going to punt it, averaging 28.5 per kick. His long is 51 this year. And if he could get him back inside the 20, it'd be the 6th time he's done that this year. He will turn it over and pop it high in the air. Fair catch called for. And it's dropped. And he dropped it.
I think we got that.
They're going to say that Park Hill South does.
Oh, he got it. I thought I saw a green jersey fall on it.
Back at the 26-yard line. So, field position not the best for Park Hill South after a 32-yard kick.
And
from Skylar Myers.
A minute 13 left, so yeah.
And he had nice hang time. Though hang time is a nice guy. But Skylar had the ball in the air for a while.
Haven't heard much from hang time tonight.
He's been busy adding numbers. And it's too cold for him to wear his sandals, so he's having to put his shoes and socks on and off. Time is called.
Well, everybody has to use a calculator.
Park Hill South is going to grab a timeout, and that will allow us to remind you that our second quarter is presented by CarStar Blue.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dahlquist at Dahlquist Dental. We've been providing family dentistry in the Blue Springs area for the last 34 years.
We go out of our way to attend your dental needs. That's why here at Dahlquist Dental, we offer IV sedation for those that need just a little bit more relaxation.
We take most dental insurances, and for those who need a payment plan, we offer care credit.
No matter the age, anyone in your family that needs dental assistance, come see us. Locally owned and operated here in Blue Springs. Dahlquist Dental.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon.
And it has been the coming out party for Shane Harper. Nashawn Rick with a 2-yard touchdown run. Harper added the extra point and then has hit 3 field goals, so he scored the last 10. Blue Springs South, 16 points. Harper with field goals of 24, 36, and 20 yards. Shukadik, after the timeout, will hand the ball off. Big hole straight up the middle. And coming to the near side, 45, that's Tusa. Cuts back at the 40, 35, 30. Still going, heading the other way. Tackled at the near hash mark at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a good thing the rest of the night we've been able to wrap him up in the backfield, because when he's in the open field, he's very elusive. Very nice run.
Trey Babel in on the tackle.
Yeah.
One of the few times they've gotten to the secondary to have those guys make tackles. They'll put him down on the 24, and we will get a timeout taken by Park Hill South. So based on the correlation of a timeout and a great play for big yardage, they take to try to set it up and go 2 for 2.
There you go.
They're at halftime.
There are first days, long days, day after day after day, and days you've worked so hard for. So today, let's focus on turning your retirement dreams into reality. Because to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
A rejuvenated Clayton Kershaw, who is back in his Aces role as the number one starter for the Dodgers. He's good enough as it is. You don't need to highly motivate him.
Right.
Out of the pistol. Tusa behind Shuckenik. They fake to him. It does not fake out the defensive lineman, and they put pressure on, and there to make the tackle on the sack is Aiden Birdwell.
Aiden Birdwell.
Yeah, he dodged the first defensive lineman, and Aiden was there. That may I don't know how good their field goal kicker is. That may take him out of field goal range.
Well, he's looking at a 49-yarder if it's at the 32.
Yeah.
Based on what we saw last week, that's a chip shot for Mr. Pohl, Brady Pohl of Liberty North, who hit 45 and 58-yard field goals last week. Two of the longer kicks that I've seen in a high school game. The state record and the NFL record used to be 63 yards. State record still is. The NFL record is 64. It is 2nd and 18, but more importantly, just 47 seconds left to go here in the first half. Shuckenik is going to run it. They're going to flip the ball to Warren on the end around. He is going to try to get the corner turned. He does, but doesn't pick up that much yardage. He's going to get back about 10.
Nice
20.
Nice
10 of the 8. They get 8 of the 18 they needed.
Yeah, the nice execution on that. It was set up as a sweep to the right and a little pitch back to the back, coming back around. So, yeah, nice execution. It's going to be 3rd and 10, though.
So they gain 8, and they send trips to the near side with 37 seconds to go. Play clock down to 10. And back to throw. Just a quick drop. Pitch over the middle. It's caught at the 15-yard line. There to make the catch, their big tight end, Brock Ivy. He's just a junior. And Ivy with his 17th catch of the year, and they're going to get to the line quickly. And the chain gang kind of slows down their momentum.
Yeah, and they stopped the clock just long enough to reset the chains. I thought that looked like it almost was a little bit short of the first down. But evidently it was passed.
They're still talking with 21 seconds to go, but either way slows things down. And that will allow the defense to catch its breath. And they're going to have twins to the near side. Warren is one of those guys. And Tusa, the running back, in the pistol. And to the left side is Dawson Owens. Braden Denny is the other receiver in the slot, if you will. And the tight end, Ivy, is in tight on the near side. So that's accounting for all of the skill people that they have out there. And they will reset the game clock at 23 seconds, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. They're going to throw it up for grabs, and it is grabbed at the 5-yard line by Denny.
Pass complete to number 10, Dawson Owen.
Or Owen, excuse me.
2nd down and 1.
2nd down in the yard, and they will clock it, spike it, whatever you want to call it. 4 seconds left to play in the half, and it's 2nd down.
That's going
and
to be
a yard.
It's going to be 3rd down now. Don't forget to flip the chart. That was not 1st down.
2nd down and 1.
3rd down and 1 because they
spiked it.
They spiked it. They're going to try the field goal, and in to attempt the kick is Michael Verhoeven, who is 0 for 2 in field goal tries this year. And this one is up, and it's good. The kick was from the 12-yard line, so it's a 22-yard field goal. He's 1 out of 2 between the 20s, and that is the end of the first.
On this edition of JAG TV, we learn about the band's performance at the Bentonville Marching Invitational.
We also take a look at the new food truck they'll be parking right here at South.
And finally, we'll find out how one of our seniors took part in an amazing project over the summer. JAG TV starts now.
Broadcasting from the Jaguar studio in the heart of Blue Springs South High School. This is award-winning JAG TV.
Welcome back to another exciting edition of JAG TV. I'm Hannah Foster.
And I'm Jack Main. This past weekend, our band traveled to Bentonville, Arkansas to participate in the Bentonville Marching Invitational.
Here's Madeline with the scoop.
Our Jaguar Pride is having a beyond outstanding beginning to their season. They completely swept the entire competition this weekend in Bentonville, Arkansas.
There were 18 bands there total in prelims, and 12 of them advanced to finals. Prelims, we showed up with a lot of energy. Came out with our very first Impact, where we kind of play loud. It was a really well-received Impact, and just had a great first opener performance and things like that. So then in finals, everything was just magnificent. We had great energy, great effort. The students performed with their execution was even better than it was in prelims, and therefore our score went up and things like that. It was just a really fun performance.
Finishing with a score of 82.2, these marching machines beat the runner-ups by a whole 4.2 points. They had every single judge for them.
That was pretty amazing. I thought that it would be like really close, but it was a lot further than I thought it was, especially since they're a really good band.
Lake Hamilton, Arkansas came up as runner-up, and we really kind of expected them to maybe win the show. We thought we'd be real competitive with them, but there was about a 4.5 to 5 point difference both in prelims and in finals, which is very surprising. It's great for us. I'm glad that judges really enjoyed us that much, but we were pretty humbled by that point differential.
Sounds like it's going to be another successful season for the Jaguar Pride. I'm Madeline Paget for JAG TV.
Thanks, Madeline. Looks like they had an exciting weekend.
It sure did. Speaking of exciting, last Friday there was lunch on wheels.
Here's Grant for more info.
The Blue Springs School District is adding a few new items to school lunches soon. Brian Harris fills us in on the new mix.
So new things that are coming to the menu. We have chicken tenders and waffles, chicken wings. These are Nashville hot chicken wings. We'll also have some sriracha chicken wings, and then we have these pizza rippers. It's a cross between cheese bread and pizza. You rip them up. This is what they look like apart, and those are just some of the things we have coming on the menu.
Also, last Friday, the district tested out its brand new food truck. Culinary arts students were selling cake truffles and chocolate chip cookies. Although scheduling isn't ironed out just yet, the district has a general idea.
How can we expect the food truck to be here at South? So the schedule's not set up yet, but we'd like to get out to the high schools at least once a week. To sell breakfast or lunches, and then also the culinary arts department would like to have it. Usually they're going to be out on Fridays. I'm not sure exactly what their plan is, but they're going to have it usually on Fridays.
Everyone around here is excited for the new food truck and all the new items coming to school lunch. I'm Grant Wall for JAG TV. Back to you.
Thanks, Grant. A few students are going beyond getting an education here at South. They are making a difference in Kansas City. The students have brought sheets to give to sexual assault victims that have had theirs taken away by police in investigation.
In Kansas City, every time the police have to respond to a sexual assault or a rape, they go to that person's house and retrieve their sheets. And sheets, a lot of people don't know, actually cost a bit, and they don't give them back because they're evidence now. So a lot of people are now left without sheets. And so a unit at Casey Police Station was accepting donations of sheets and money for sheets, and myself, some others, and Ms. Stotts thought that we could supply a couple and give people some sheets.
If you would like to help out with their project, you can bring sheets to Mrs. Stott's room in room 1.
Now, for those of you who are taking the ACT on the 16th, the test is going to be moved to the 100 hallway. And some people will also be taking the test at the south end of the 300 hallway.
When JAG TV returns, we take a look at a club that is making sure people cast their vote for an upcoming election. And we recap South sports when JAG TV returns.
There are first days, long days, day after day after day, and days you've worked so hard for. So today, let's focus on turning your retirement dreams into reality. Because to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. Have you ever wondered why things taste so amazing when you come to Culver's? It's because it's fresh. We make it just for you. When you say, I want a burger, someone starts making a burger. When you want French fries, someone starts cooking French fries. We also make fresh frozen custard throughout the day. It's always within an hour of fresh when you eat it. Not something that's been packed and sitting around the freezer forever. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's so creamy. So come see us down at Culver's. We can't wait to have you.
More. You're doing great. You look amazing.
The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
So new construction, yeah, it's really exciting time at South. We've got 75,000 square feet being added on to our...
It was small. It was like a lot smaller than it is now, obviously. And it just had the small gym. They didn't have a big gym until they turned it into a high school. There was no PAC.
So we were the first freshmen here at South and the first class to go all 4 years through Blue Springs South High School. So we're pretty proud of that.
Welcome back. The Young Democrats Club is going out of their way to make sure people are registered to vote in November by talking to members in the community to make sure they're registered to vote. So, for those who can, make sure you're prepared to cast your ballot this November in the midterm elections. Now, let's go to Tristan with sports.
Welcome back, Jags. This past week, we got to witness our fall sports team begin to wrap up the end of their seasons. Our varsity football team took a trip out to Park Hill on Friday and played hard, but the game ended in a 35-0 loss. This Friday, we host Park Hill South for our last home game of the year before we head to Lee Summit North on the 12th for our final regular season game of the year before districts. Good luck. Last week's girls softball wrapped up their regular season with a 3-0 win against Ray Peck on Monday. Junior Addie Leitner led the game with 3 hits and a RBI. Girls had their last regular season game against Lee Summit North and lost 5-2. Good luck in the playoffs, girls. Boys soccer played great last week with a 3-2 win over Lee Summit North and a huge 8-1 win over William Christman, where junior Brooks Childers had a nice goal amongst the 7 others to lead our Jags to their 10th victory. Boys are currently first place in the conference and are having an impressive season. Girls volleyball stomped over their opponents last week, beating Raytown 2-0, Park Hill 2-0, and Smith Cotton 2-0 as they improved to 23-5. Make sure to come out to the home game against Ray Peck on Tuesday, the 9th, for the second to last home game of the season. Lastly, senior Jonathan Leckie won first place in the cross-country invitational last week. Congratulations to Jonathan and our cross-country team. Well, Jags, that's all for sports this week. This has been Tristan Harris, now to Chase with City State Nation.
Thanks, Tristan. In City News, a historic baseball was donated anonymously to Goodwill. The ball turned out to be signed by some of the most well-known players in baseball history, such as New York Yankees catcher Yogi Berra, former Yankees owner George Steinbrenner, and Steve Balboni. who played for the Royals and the Yankees. The ball is the real deal, and it was signed in 1981. The ball is currently up for auction on Goodwill's website. Right now, the highest bid for the ball is around $700. Also, Blue Springs is continuing park renovations after the half-cent sales tax approval. The city has already renovated 2 playgrounds and updated trails and tennis courts around town. Next, the city will tackle Burris Old Mill Park. Renovations include a splash pad and a new playground. Updates will also be done to the skate park, trails, restrooms, and shelters. The city hopes to start construction soon and reopen the park in spring or early summer. In state news, Missouri has received more time to comply with the Real ID Act. Missouri will have until August 1st, 2019 to get everyone's driver's licenses or ID cards up to date. Missouri is on track to have everyone up to date with the Real ID Act's requirements by March. In national news, Amazon is raising the minimum wage for U.S. employees next month to $15 per hour. The company has faced criticism for the stressful working conditions. Amazon said that any employee that already makes $15 per hour will also get an increase in pay. That's all for City State Nation. I'm Chase McGraw.
Here's some reminders for the coming month. First off, tomorrow the senior announcement meeting will be held, as will the college fair from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Blue Springs High School. Next is the orchestra concert next Monday, starting at 7 p.m. On the 25th and 26th, there will be no school on account of parent-teacher conferences, so enjoy your days off. After being pushed back 2 weeks, the new date for the ACT test is October 27th, and they'll be held from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. And finally, seniors, October 31st will be your last chance to get your senior photographs taken. Oh, and Halloween, that might be worth mentioning. And that's all for reminders today, Jags. Jag TV will continue right after this.
Going to doctor's office for years. They're always very nice and very patient with me because I don't really like the dentist's office, so they're very patient with me.
I hate going to the dentist, but going to their office is always a fun time, especially Nancy, that fun receptionist. She always treats everyone very nice.
Welcome to Big Frog. This is our store. These are our t-shirts. This is our printer. It's really fast. These are our professional graphic designers, our free professional graphic designers. At Big Frog, you can have the shirt you want, fun, fast, and price-striped. We stock all kinds of apparel in tons of colors and styles, and we have a 24-hour turnaround. That means no more waiting forever for your order to arrive in the mail. We love what we do here at Big Frog, so bring your team, club, family, and friends to Big Frog in Independence, where fun is always celebrated.
Welcome back. This past summer, a student here at South got the chance to work on a very fun project.
So let's go to Isaac for some more information.
What's up, Jags? Isaac Holson coming at you right here in the Jag TV studio. Here at South, we do our best to explore the reaches of our influence. Senior Chase Terry is doing just that. Recently recruited by Olivia Sawbates and her management team to star in a music video, I Love Our Lows and Hate Our Goodbyes. This video has over 900,000 views on YouTube, and this video keeps growing every single day. He is truly making an impact in his own influence and networking for his future with this video. This video is on track to reach 1 million views by the end of this week. That's so incredible. What a way to spread the Jaguar spirit by putting yourself out there. If you want to check out this video, check it out on jagtvnews.com, and we'll have a link for you right there. Back to you, Han.
That is so cool, and it looks like you had a great time filming the video.
Up next, Evan goes around the school to quiz the students on some cool fall trivia.
Hey Jags, it's your boy Evan Cook out here in a tree with this week's edition of Man on the Street. Now, I have 2 tickets from Miller Theater's Blue Springs 8 that I'm ready to give out, and we're about to do some fall trivia. Let's head to the cafeteria and see what students really know about fall.
Okay, what makes maple leaves turn red?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Chlorophyll.
They have a chemical in them that's always there, but then it only shows whenever the whatever it is. Chlorophyll leaves.
Nice.
I thought it was that the plant stops producing chlorophyll because there isn't enough water, and so it's essentially like rust. It's like oxidation.
It does. So there's something that's left in the leaves that makes it
Glucose?
What is the first day of fall?
June 23rd. October 1st, my friend.
September 22nd.
How many continents do pumpkins grow on?
4.
3.
3.
2. Continents.
We've got
7 continents. 3.
Oh, 6. Duh.
That's right. Good job. That's all for this week's edition of Man on the Street. I'm Evan Cook. Now back to you in the JAG TV studio.
Thanks, Evan, and thank you for tuning in on another episode of JAG TV.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and at jagtvnews.com. I'm Jack Main.
And I'm Hannah Foster. See you next week.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Sign up today.
Ranked in the top 1% of auto and home insurance agencies in the metropolitan area. We would be honored to help you with your insurance needs. Put the power of an 8-time 5-star agency to work for you.
Bullfrog Spas, the only fully customizable hot tub that has ever been made. Bullfrog Spas have patented jetpack technology.
Thanks for coming. Congratulations. My first customer.
The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas,
Papa John's can save you money and raise money for the BSSD Activities Program and the Blue Springs Education Foundation. From now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order when you enter the promo code BSSD40. Go to papajohns.com and enter promo code BSSD40. Papa John's will donate 10% of your order's cost to the BSSD Activities Program and the Blue Springs Education Foundation.
Jags have the lead 16-3 on plays like this in the first half. Going to bring up 4th and 2, though, Coach, and they're going to try a field goal with the clock running. 10 on the play clock, 15 on the game clock, and this will be a 36-yard attempt. Harper hit his first a moment ago. He's got the distance, and it's good. 2 seconds left in the quarter, and the Jags extend their lead to 13-0 as Shane Harper with his second field goal of the game. And he had 3 field goals in the very first half.
Kicking off for the Panthers, number 92, Michael Verhoeven. On your feet for the kickoff.
So the Jags are going to get the football to start the second half. Verhoeven will kick it away someday. And here we go. It's an onside kick that barely goes 5 yards, and then it goes out of bounds, and they're going to say, and by they, the officiating crew says that it is Blue Springs South football.
Looks like the Jags were smart enough to push that thing out of bounds. Anything out of bounds would go to us. They'd have to recover it inbounds to be able to make that work as an onside kick. Once again, though, that gives the Jags good field position. They're going to be at their own 48-yard line, it looks like. And Kevin Hornick was pointing out our average is about our own 45-yard line to begin with all evening. So once again, good field position for the Jags.
Goebel is on the wing to the near side. Nashawn Rick is the tailback as they line up in the pistol, and Kennard is, way he's walking around, he looks like he's got a little hitch in his get-along, Coach.
I think they taped up his leg. He may have got smacked in the shin or something.
Keeps your leg warm.
When you got the lead, though, your leg feels a lot better.
And Rick is going to take it, and he's going to take the ball and get into Park Hill South territory at the 46, just shy. Our third quarter is presented by your Blue Springs Independent Insurance Agent, Kevin Hangtime Hornick of Premier Network. Call him at 600-0888. Coach.
Kevin pointed out our offensive line has really done a good job. The defensive line for the Park Hill South team has not made plays all night, and that just shows we've got really good blocking up front and given us good holes to run through.
R.J. Mitchell, a lineman for one of the few times making the play, and the handoff not going much of anywhere as Rick gets tackled for a loss back to the 49-yard line. And
I take full credit for that. I just bragged on the offensive line, and
they're going to make a quarterback switch. The Jags are.
Looks like you're right about his leg. He's limping off the field.
Adam Connors is into the ball game. And Connors so far this year is 2 out of 15 for 17 yards.
3rd down and 7.
And it's 3rd down and 7. And he's going to take the snap and fake it and then take it right up the middle. He's inside the 30, down the far side of the 20, 10, 5, and run out of bounds. Shy of the 5-yard line, I believe. They're going to say that the line judge is going to say on the far side he ran out at the 10.
That's the quarterback draw we've been running all night, and fresh legs made a difference there. So Adam does a great job. Kevin, what's his average yard per carry right now? Since that's the only one, it would be about 39 yards a carry there.
The Jags in the red zone, brought to you by your ECS Capital Investments advisor, Eric Sporing. Give Eric a call, 510-9067. And Connors will give it to Rick this time. Off tackle, 10, 5, touchdown.
Same play. We handed off to the running back that time. And once again, the offensive line does a great job, opens up a nice hole free safety tries to tackle him, but he's already in the end zone by that time. So great execution by the offense. Once again, short field, good yards per play, and come up with a big touchdown.
Rick with his second touchdown of the game. This is a 10-yard run. Shane Harper in to attempt the extra point, which would be his second of the night if he knocks it down, and he does. So with 10:19 remaining here in the third quarter, it's now Blue Springs South 23, Park Hill South 3. Back with the Jags kickoff after this 30-second timeout on Real Country. 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags and is a proud supporter of the communities it serves. Prime Lending prides itself on being ranked #1 for mortgage loans in the Kansas City area with 11 locations throughout the metro. If you're looking to purchase a home, fix up your current home, or maybe you need to refinance, come in and speak with the friendly professionals at Prime Lending. Call 816-600-4561 or visit them online at yprimelendingkc.com to find the Prime Lending branch near you. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, is an equal housing lender.
Luke Fellers is going to kick this one off, and he's going to send it deep, and it's going to be caught and then dropped and picked up by the deep man inside the 10, running to the sideline, and then coming back and getting smothered is Charles Warren. So that probably about a 5-yard return, and he ran half a mile.
I don't know if you're tired of me harping on field position, but once again, starting at your own 12-yard line when you're down by 20 points is a tough way to go in the third quarter. So great coverage by the Jaguar kicking team and puts Park Hill South in a deep hole.
As long as you're up by 20, Coach, you can harp on whatever you want to harp on. Matt Shukanik brings Tusa, the running back, standing to his right, or to his left, excuse me, and he's going to get past the first wave as he runs. A flag is thrown as he gets out over the 15 and down at the 16, but let's see, or excuse me, the 26. Let's see what happens.
There's a penalty flag on the field.
Face mask on the defense.
So big play on their first down, and then a face mask penalty puts them in much better field position there at the Jaguar 30-yard line for a first down.
After the penalty, the Panthers will have possession, first down.
Our third quarter, as always, brought to you by your Blue Springs independent insurance agent, Kevin Hornick of Premier Network. Kevin's the guy who can get you all the right information you need to give you the best insurance coverage, the best price. Handoff, and Tusa is going to get tackled and dropped back behind the line of scrimmage at about the 28.
Good penetration there that time. The outside linebacker came up and got the hit, and then the defensive line followed up. And once again, we've got good pursuit to the ball. There's a lot of Jags running to try to get in on the tackle.
Second down and 12 from the 28-yard line. Opening moments of the third quarter. Two receivers go right and two come left with one man in the backfield. Low snap. Blitzing through is Skylar Myers, and Shukanik never had a chance. He gets tossed back at the 15. They'll give him progress at about the 17. And it's going to bring up third down and long. They have to get to the 40 for a first down.
Perfect storm that time. We had a blitz on, and the Jag was able to get through just as Shukanik tried to field a bad snap, and it bounced on the ground. So, once again, just like you said, he really didn't have a chance.
Let's go, defense!
Warren comes to the near side along with Ivy, who is split out. And Shukanik's going to throw, going long for Warren, and there's contact. But it was deemed to be two-sided contact. In other words, both guys were trying to go get the ball, and it sails harmlessly over their heads, incomplete.
I don't think either one of them could find it. They had their hands on each other, both looking to the sky like, where is this thing?
Now, I believe Ivy has punted the ball some, but he's not in formation. On 4th down and 23, and Shuckenik has his punt blocked partially, and it's caught by one of the up men at the 25, and then returned, I should say, one of the up men. Let's try one of the defenders, and there to return it, Steven Swingle.
It looked like Anthony Orlando might have got his hand on it, number 9.
Yeah, he got a piece of the punt. The official was saying that it was tipped. And the distance on that punt is about 5 yards. And the Jags have the ball, first down in the red zone at the 20.
Would you call this a short field? I would call this a short field.
I think it is, yes. And Connors is still in at the quarterback spot. He's going to turn, hand it to Nashawn Rick, who's going to get stopped short of the 20-yard line there to make the tackle for the Panthers is Blaze Houston. 8 minutes to go here in the third. It's 23-3, Blue Springs South, with a 10-yard Nashawn Rick touchdown. He's got 2 touchdowns, and Shane Harper with 3 field goals.
Trying to find Max on the sideline to see if he's off of his feet or if we can determine what's wrong with his leg.
I think they're gathered around him down in front.
I see.
Rick is going to get the fake. Connor's going to try to get away, and he's going to get dropped back at the 24-yard line, and that's Dawson Owen. And Cameron Gillespie in on the tackle.
Loss of 3. 3rd down and 14.
So Adam Connors in the offense facing 3rd down and 14. And he is going to look over to the sideline. Twy is already split to the near side, and he got a good look at the play call from up close. And what do you dial up on 3rd and 14? The play clock is at 0, so it'll be 3rd and timeout, or 3rd and 19. It's going to be 3rd and timeout.
Oh, with this kind of a lead, probably the timeouts aren't that as important, but
Welcome to Big Frog. This is our store. These are our t-shirts. This is our printer. It's really fast. These are our professional graphic designers, our free professional graphic designers. At Big Frog, you can have the shirt you want, fun, fast, and price-striped. We stock all kinds of apparel in tons of colors and styles, and we have a 24-hour turnaround. That means no more waiting forever for your order to arrive in the mail. We love what we do here at Big Frog, so bring your team, club, family, and friends to Big Frog in Independence, where fun is always celebrated.
.com. That's stmaryskc.com.
Third down and 14.
So Connors will have his man Rick standing just behind him and to the left. He's going to give it to him, bring it to the near side, turn it upfield, and he gets tackled at the near hash mark at the 22-yard line. So he'll pick up a couple of yards, and the decision will be made on 4th down and 12
Gain of 4 yards.
to see.
Looks like they're
what they
leaving
want to do.
the offense is staying on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Nope, here they go. They're going to kick a field goal. So that's going to be 36, 37-yard field goal, 38-yard field goal.
In field goal formation.
38 yards.
His long of the year, 36, and he had distance on it. Snap back, ball is down, the kick is up, on the way, it is going to fall just a bit short. And he got under it just a little too much, Coach. So he
Well, it was
is
straight, though, you know, and it's a good call. I don't think they would have picked it up on 4th down. You still leave yourself in good field position. They're going to have to drive 80 yards.
So they will give them the ball at the 22-yard line. It's time for an in-game update brought to you by Christian Brothers Automotive at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence. Faith-based and proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags. And now as I say that, they put the ball back at the 20. And let's see what Shuckanek does on first down. Going right to left, Blue Springs South showing blitz. The pass is going to be caught, and it's hauled in by Braden Denny. He looks, if you look at the roster, like a running back, but he lines up at a wide receiver and catches it at the 28-yard line.
That's a slant route, and when we blitzed the linebackers that time, there's nobody in the middle of the field to stand up and have to throw the ball over, so it made it an easier completion for the Panthers. But
Opdahl makes the tackle for the Jags, and on second down, a little head and shoulder fake. Throw it deep and over the head of the intended receiver, Owen, and he had a green and blue jersey all over him. That was Justin Kennedy.
Yeah, Justin did a good job. It looked like kind of chicken fighting all the way down the sideline, and great coverage. I don't think he had much of a chance at that because of the coverage. Nice job.
4.5 minutes to go in the third. Lee Summit West with a 7-0 lead over Blue Springs. 9:37 to go in the third. Lee Summit North with a 28-7 lead at Ray-Pac. And on third down and 4, rollout pass is tipped and intercepted. It's hauled in. I believe that's Luke Fellers who picks it off. Nope, Skylar Myers.
Skylar was able to jump up and get a hand on that ball and catch it on the way down. Well, you know, we've seen other very athletic moves by Skylar during the season. Mm-hmm. He's a tough player to deal with, and he got it just enough of the ball that he tipped it to himself.
Well, they have similar hairstyles coming out the back of their helmets, and they're about the same height. And I gambled and lost because they were both over there. So the ball on the 26-yard line after the interception and the turnover. And Adam Connors will keep the football and go straight ahead down to the 25. There at the half, Liberty North leading Lee Summit 20-14. Also at the half, Fort Osage leading Chrisman 29-14. And in the third quarter early, Odessa with a 14-10 lead over Pleasant Hill.
Gain of 2 yards.
That's on the Christian Brothers Automotive in-game scoreboard from PrepsKC.com. Twy and Dykus go split wide to the left. Got a single receiver to the near side. Dykus comes in motion. And the play action fake. Connors is going to come to the near side. Being chased, and he's going to get bulldogged to the ground at the 34-yard line.
Quarterback sack by Parkville South, number 98.
23-3. Jags have the advantage. 4:05 to go. Clock's moving. And Rubin in on the tackle.
That's big Entenosa. Rubin runs pretty well for a big guy.
Yes, he does. So it's third down and 18 from the 34-yard line. You got one of those in your back pocket, don't you, Coach?
What's that?
A play for this call.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dykus to the left. Twins to the right, or the short side of the field. Now Twy goes to the wide side with Dykus. He's in motion. Connors is going to throw, sets up the screen, and Goebel with the catch. 30, 25, 20, inside the red zone, down to the 16-yard line.
You know, that's going to be really close to a first down. Great call. Screenplay worked great. We had a fake screen on the left side. Some of the defensive linemen ran with that fake screen, and it really opened up Goebel on the right side. So it looks like it's going to be about a foot short of the first down, but it's going to be fourth and about 1. This may be worth going for, Coach.
Well, they're in the red zone, brought to you by ECS Capital Investment Advisor Eric Sporing. Call Eric at 510-9067. On fourth down to the yard, Rick gets the handoff and the first down and more inside the 15. Down to about the 13-yard line.
You know, that really does a lot for the kids playing on offense, confidence-wise, that the coach will let them go for it on 4th down like that. Nice job by the Jags. First down inside the 15-yard line, and a chance to get in and get another touchdown.
So it's first down and 10 from the 13. They'll shovel it to Rick. He's at the 10, turns the corner. A flag is thrown, so's another one, and thrown in the area where there's some kind of illegal activity by a blocker.
Yeah, that's going to be brought back. We're going to lose yards on that. Looked like the flag is thrown about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, so we're going to be...
Yeah, the one from behind, the one from the secondary, they both agree they saw the same call, which is holding.
It's going to be first down and about 15, actually 17.
2.5 minutes to play. Here in quarter number 3, it'll be first down. And they have to get inside the 5 at the 4. And they're at the 21-yard line. Our third quarter brought to you by your Blue Springs independent insurance agent, Kevin Hornick of the Premier Network. Connors will give the ball to Nashawn Rick. He'll try to get outside, but Park Hill South swarming to the ball, and once they recognized that the ball was in the hands of the running back, they closed quickly, and he ends up losing another yard. It'll be second down and back at the 22.
We've had more negative plays this second half, but we've had some positive ones too. So once again, striving for consistency here. It's going to be tough.
We're down to 1:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Jags leading 23-3, and we are going to get a timeout. And it is an official's timeout with 1:35 left to play. Third quarter, Blue Springs South leads at 23-3. Back after this third.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dahlquist at Dahlquist Dental. We've been providing family dentistry in the Blue Springs area for the last 34 years.
We go out of our way to attend your dental needs. That's why here at Dahlquist Dental, we offer IV sedation for those that need just a little bit more relaxation.
We take most dental insurances, and for those who need a payment plan, we offer care credit.
No matter the age, anyone in your family that needs dental assistance, come see us. Locally owned and operated here in Blue Springs. Dahlquist Dental.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon.
iRestrooms.com.
After the timeout with 95 seconds to go. Second down and long, in the handoff to Rick. He's going to break a tackle, still spinning, and he dives down to the 15-yard line in the center of the field.
Nice gain on second down, so it's going to be third and about 12, third and about 13. So this is possible. Nice call, nice execution.
Clock runs. We're down to 1:05. And you're right, with the lead, second half, and the backup quarterback in, they're taking their time, which plays into their game plan right now for the remainder of this game. We're down to 5. And Connor will fake the pass and then hand the ball off. Not a lot of room there for Rick as he gets hit and then driven back, and a flag is thrown in from the end zone. Blaze Houston gets credit for the tackle.
Looks like it's going to be against the Jags.
Well, he's saying face mask. So let's see who's right. Unless it's a face mask on the Jags.
Nope, they're marking it off against Park Hill South.
Face mask is the call.
Face mask.
So Tony Reisinger on top of it again.
You know, Tony used to
He's
playing
good at that.
the Canadian Football League. He was a quarterback there. He knows all about this.
He played in the days when they didn't have face masks. Connors is going to keep it, and Park Hill South has made some adjustments to that two-man game. Coach coming in to make the tackle is Cameron Gillespie.
Loss of 2 yards.
So they'll lose some yardage, and that was probably the last play of quarter number 3. It was 16-3 at the intermission. Blue Springs South has scored the only points of the second half, and as we start the fourth quarter, our third quarter has been brought to you by your Blue Springs independent insurance agent, Kevin Hornick of the Premier Network. As we head to the fourth, it's the Jags 23. Park.
Thanks for coming. Congratulations. My first customer.
The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
There are first days, long days, day after day after day, and days you've worked so hard for. So today, let's focus on turning your retirement dreams into reality. Because to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
Competitive rates from a State Farm agent. In Blue Springs, call Steve Shipman, Rich Montgomery, Bob Watson, or Chad Smith. And find out why more people choose State Farm for car insurance.
Fourth and 10, and Shane Harper's looking to add another field goal as we start the fourth quarter. Our third quarter brought to you by Blue Springs independent insurance agent Kevin Hornick, and this kick is up and it is good.
Great job that time. 26 points puts them up.
Didn't know when it got hit. I thought maybe they got a piece of it, but he got it over from the 30-yard line. It was from the, was it from the 20?
From the 20, so it was a 30-yard kick.
30-yard kick. So we mentioned our third quarter brought to you by Kevin Hangtime Hornick of the Premier Network. To ensure you get the best insurance at the best price and with personalized service that you deserve, call Kevin Hornick at 600-0888. Our fourth quarter is brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned and family operated. Friendly staff at Myers Funeral Chapel reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please do not text or drive. So a 30-yard field goal for Shane Harper. And Fellers will angle this kick to the near side. It goes out of bounds at about the 27, 28-yard line.
That's unfortunate, but Park Hill South will start at the 35, I believe.
You know, I was just looking. Harper's had a pretty good night.
Oh, yeah.
4 field goals in 5 tries and 2 extra points. And it's 26-3, and now the officials will talk things over as they wait for the teams to get to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be on the 35-yard line, and Park Hill South will have it. Tusa will line up in the backfield next to Matt Shukanek. And he will call the play and hand it off. And going up the middle outside the 40 to the 41, a gain of 6.
Both teams have had a lot of success running straight up the middle tonight.
Tackle by number 33, Skylar Myers.
Give Skylar Myers credit for the tackle.
6 yards. Second down and 4.
Well, the Brewers have struck back. They were down 1-0, and now they lead 5-1, bottom of the fourth.
Attaboy.
And Shukanek tried to get rid of the football to the running back, pulled it out, and that was not the right call because he gets tackled for a loss back near the original line of scrimmage.
Steven Swingle was the original person that got onto him, but several Jags were there. I'd say the option was not a good one to run right there. They lost some yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 9, 3rd and 10.
I think he was going to try to get out and try to throw the ball, but the defense didn't give him time for any of that. It'll be 3rd and 10 with Twins left and right. And a man in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep and throw it over the middle. The pass is intercepted by Trey Vavel. And he intercepts it at the 45-yard line, and he started running back with it, and I thought, did he not get...
Oh, I think he was trying to steal the... I think he wanted the football as a memoir. That's a slant route, and the quarterback overthrew it, and Trey was in great shape to reach out and get that. It was an excellent catch. Had to dive for it, so Jags once again have the ball in Panther territory.
And they lead it 26-3. And they're well on their way to their second victory of the year. They can keep things going in their direction. They got the football back from Vavel on the near side.
Yeah.
He was going to take it home and put it on the mantle.
Yeah, he almost ran up to the locker room with it.
From the Panthers' 45-yard line.
So the Jags have it on the 45. And Connors going all the way here in the second half for the most part. Rick with the handoff, and he takes it inside the 40, going straight ahead down to the 35. And
it's been feast or famine with the dive plays off tackle. We've lost yards on those plays, and we've had some big gainers on those plays. So I guess it depends on whether we get the block on big number 98.
You know, we haven't called his name as much as I thought we might tonight.
We have not.
They have done a good job on him.
Most of the time.
Now, there have been some very impressive plays that he's made, but, yeah, for the most part, they have. Rick, the lone setback, and he's going to take it once again, and he's going to pick up 5 more down to the 30.
Good yardage straight at the defensive tackles. Able to read the block of our tackles, and that's a good job.
He's carried 24 times for 105 yards so far tonight.
Ground game has worked really well, and that keeps the clock on our side. When you get a lead, to be able to run the clock off by running plays is an excellent idea.
9.5 minutes left to play. And Connors is going to give the ball to Rick once again, and he's going to get close to 5 more and get down close to the first down marker. He doesn't have it, so he didn't get a full 5, but he's very, very close.
Kind of picked his way. Once again, we're running off tackle, and he was able to dash back and forth and get real close to that first down. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Hunter Johnston's been busy tonight for Park Hill South. And he makes the tackle for the Panthers. It's 3rd down in the yard. 26-3, Blue Springs South with the lead. Connors will turn and hand it off. Rick's going to get the first down and get a couple, and they're going to try to pull him back.
Looked like a scrum there at about the 21-yard line.
It'll be good for a first down for the Jags.
Rubin was trying to pull him back out of there after the play had gotten by him.
First down and 10.
Nice to keep that clock running, keep the ball on the ground. We're moving forward. Getting a score here is probably secondary as important as keeping possession of the ball and running time off that clock for the victory.
Clock rolls merrily along. Offense taking its time. And Connors is going to swing the ball out. The pass complete down to the 19-yard line, and Twy makes the catch.
Nice execution. Twy ran the little hitch route at about 5 yards, had to step back to get it, so it's only about a 4-yard gain, but you've got a backup quarterback, so the timing's probably not there as good as it should be, and good execution by both people there.
Reminder, you're listening to exciting high school football driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on Real Country, 10:30 a.m., KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City. We've got the whole team here. Tony Reisinger, our spotter and in-booth producer, our statistician, Kevin Hornick, Coach Buddy Young. I'm Rob Evans, and it has been a good night to be a Jaguar. They lead it 26-3 with 7:49 remaining. And looking at second down, and Rick is going to try to gingerly pick his way along down to the 19 before being hauled down from behind. And was that Hunter Johnston or Jacob LeVar?
Ran an outside blitz. Yeah, that's number 21.
21 is LeVar.
Jacob LeVar. He came from the outside and was able to run down the running back from behind because of the blitz. But we were still able to gain a yard or two, so it's going to be third and about 5, along 5, maybe 6.
They put him down to the 18, so yeah, he gets a yard. And the snap, Connor's going to throw, floats it into the end zone. He's got a man for the touchdown. Isaiah Twy with the catch.
He ran the hitch and go. A few plays ago, we ran the hitch route and completed a pass. So this time he ran the hitch when the defensive back came up to get him. He turned and ran to the end zone. And our quarterback, our backup quarterback, Adam Connors, threw a perfect pass. Big touchdown for the Jags.
Number 45.
18 yards on the completion. Harper to add his third extra point of the night if he can. Snap back. The ball is down. The kick is booted up and through. And with 6:54 to play, it's Blue Springs South 33, Park Hill South 3. Back with the Jags kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Myers Funeral Chapel is proud to be the trusted family-owned and operated.
More. You're doing great. You look amazing.
The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
Myers Funeral Chapel, 1600 West Main Street in historic downtown Blue Springs. Call 816-229-3276 or online at myersfuneralchapel.com.
Number 18,
Luke Fellers will kick it away after a 7-play, 45-yard drive. A high pop-up on the kick that's going to be caught at the 30-yard line, and then
Number 5, Gage
Warren is going to be snowed under at the 33 as the Jags cover the kick rather well.
Another pooch kick and another great coverage by the Jags. I think they've got this pooch kick down.
Well, the Sonic Locker Room covers the Cats and Jags throughout the school year. Tune in to Real Country, 10:30 a.m., KCWJ, every Monday at 5 p.m. for the Wildcats edition, immediately followed by the Jaguars edition at 5:15. And you can hear the archived broadcast at soniclockerroom.com. Shuckanik is going to hand the ball off to Tusa, and there's not a lot there for him. And he's going to get dropped after a gain of a yard at the 34, second down and 9.
I'm just watching the offensive and defensive linemen battle inside, and it's been a good battle all night long, and I think the Jags have probably won more of those battles than they've lost. So nice job by the Jaguar defensive line here.
Trips come to the near side for Park Hill South. They will send a man in motion, and Tusa is going to get out over the 35 and the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Tusa's a tough little running back. It made a nice move to get real close to a first down. It's going to be third and about 1 yard here.
He's their leading rusher. had 766 yards and 6 touchdowns coming in. They've kept him off the board, but averaging 7.7 yards a carry. He hasn't gotten near that tonight. Ivy comes split to the near side along with Warren. And Shukanik with a fake, and then he's going to run, and he'll dive forward to the 45. They'll get the first down.
Looked like he wanted to try to hand the ball off, but we had penetration and had contact at the point of handoff, so he just took it himself and did a nice job picking up the first down.
I've seen games where the running back didn't want the ball at that point. And yes, I say that tongue-in-cheek. I'm just kidding. It's nice to be able to do that when you lead 33-3.
Changes the whole complexity of the game.
5:19 to go. Warren is going to take snap at the quarterback spot. He's going to get it and basically act like it's a wildcat. He's going to take it into Blue Springs South territory, weave his way down the sideline, and get all the way to the 30-yard line.
Nice job picking up a block. I couldn't see who made it, but just about the time we were going to make a tackle in the backfield, there was a nice block by a wingback there.
Yeah, he was. I'm sorry, Coach.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I said he was down near the 30, and they're saying he stepped out back up field. He was tight roping his way down the sideline and stepped out of the 34.
He's got some speed.
They use him while he's listed as the quarterback and he's thrown the ball basically as a wildcat. Shukanik back in, and he will hand the ball off, and they've got a new running back in, and they will get down to the 30-yard line. And coming out of for Park Hill South is Braden Denny. Denny's rushed for 10 yards coming in this year. Good carry there. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6, 4.5 minutes to play. Trips near side led by Warren. They've got a single man to the short side of the field of the far hash mark. Shukanik's going to throw, and he's looking deep, and his pass is underthrown and intercepted. They were looking for Dawson Owen, and the second interception of the second half. And Bobble has gotten both of them.
Bobble really played that pretty well. He was underneath the receiver, but it would have taken a perfect pass to get over Bobble to the receiver, so he was able to jump up in the air and get that. We don't have great field.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling.
Win number 2 is all but in their pockets. And Connors operating out of the end zone. He's going to hand the ball off. They've got a new running back in there, and he's tackled as he gets it out, Jeremy Vasquez-Gray.
And Jeremy barely made it out of the end zone. That would have been a safety. That's not good.
It's just his 5th carry of the year for. He had 17 yards prior to that play, and he ended up losing a couple. So he's down to 15 yards. And they're a little further back into the end zone. And Connor will give it to Vasquez-Gray, and he's going to get the yardage back. Break into the clear to the 20. It's a foot race. He's to the 40, but they're going to get him from behind as he is hauled down inside the 40 at the 35, and Hunter Johnston closed an awful lot of ground fast and caught him.
I tell you what, though, you can see how popular this kid is on the team. Half the Jags have come off the sideline to congratulate him. You can see how fired up they are for that. That's a nice run. You know, he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and the Panthers just kind of stopped, thinking that he was going to go down easily. He kept his legs moving and busted into the clear. Nice run.
First down for the Jags, 1st and 10 in Panthers territory.
62 yards on that carry.
That kind of fluffs up your average.
Yeah, it does. Kind of makes up for losing 2 on that first play. And he gets to stay in there. And he's going to take the handoff again and squirts through the hole. He's got another first down inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line.
Now that one was just great blocking. The Jags did a good job clearing out the defensive line and made the linebackers tackling for about an 11-yard gain.
How much, though, do you want to bet that he gets abused in the locker room for letting that guy catch him after he had a 10-yard lead on him?
At least on the films tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. 2:40 remaining. The clock runs. Play clock is at 10 as the Jags approach the line of scrimmage. Twy goes wide to the right. Vasquez Gray, the setback. Connor will hand it off. He goes up the middle, and he gets down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's not nice to ask the little guys to run up the middle, and at 5'5" and 155 pounds, he's running like a fullback.
Absolutely, but you know what? It's a nice gain. He gained 3 yards, and yes, that's not like the other plays, but positive yardage on first down, nothing wrong with that.
You're missing my point. You don't ask the little guy to go in there and get hit by those big guys, do you?
Jamal Charles kind of changed that attitude with people, I think, though.
Hey, and I can hear Coach now saying, hey, you want to run the football every play? Get in there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not complaining.
No, he's not. High snap. Connor gets it, and this time he gets hit. Vasquez Gray does. And the tackle made by Jacob LeVar.
Minute 35 left. We're going to be able to at least carry this out with our offense and not put in jeopardy of putting points on the board. But Trey Vavel's done a nice job of keeping him out of the end zone tonight.
Mike Shukanek also in on the stop for the Panthers of Park Hill South, who will fall to 2-6 for the year as they ran into a very motivated Blue Springs South team tonight.
Watch the game ball after it's over and see if Trey Vavel doesn't try to grab that souvenir.
They're going to hand the ball off again to Javier Vasquez Gray to the 20 and cuts back and is rolled up at the 15-yard line. He'll be a couple short of the first down.
Put a move on someone at about the 20 and was able to get down to the 15-yard line.
Clock runs with 35 seconds, and it's 4th down and 3. Let's see if they can stretch it another 8 before they ready it for play. Yeah, they're going to start it. They'll snap it one more time. They're down to the 2-minute warning in Lee Summit. Lee Summit West 7. Is that a 6 or a 0? Blue Springs missed a 2-point conversion try. So it's a 1-point game. Play clock at 5 here. No doubt about this one. Jags are going to win it, and the play is going to be blown dead as they get the toss on the sweep away. And did they get penalized for delay of game?
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion. Same difference. And the game clock is at 4 seconds.
Tomato.
And they'll start the clock, and this ball game, she is over. Blue Springs South wins it 33-3 over Park Hill South, and we invite you to stay tuned for our Prime Lending postgame show. It's all coming up next on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Myers Funeral Chapel is proud to be the trusted family-owned and operated funeral home in Blue Springs. They are very active in the community and have been a longtime supporter of the Blue Springs School District. The friendly, caring, and compassionate staff at Myers Funeral Chapel has been helping area families during their times of need since 2006. Myers